is board number 2. So you'll want to click on your partnership name and jump into board number 2. To kick it off, Mary, how do we go?
Well, looking at this hand, I would imagine that one or two of the players would have opened with the East hand, which has 11 points. I would not open the bidding with the East hand. It really is not a strong enough hand to open the bidding, so I would pass. Also, I wouldn't open the bidding with the South hand, and with the West hand, I would open one diamond. I don't think I would speak with North, and the East hand would bid one heart. And West would raise hearts. It's questionable whether you would bid 2 hearts or 3 hearts. Let's say 2 hearts, as your hand really is only worth 14 or 15. East should invite with her 11 points, and West will bid 4. And I think you should reach 4 hearts reasonably easily on board 2. Any thoughts, Laura?
Yeah, I mean, this hand brings up a couple of interesting things. First of all, for East, just how important it is to bid your lousy 4-card suits, even if they don't have any points, because, yeah, it is all about the quantity, and a lot of the time your partners come with something rock solid like that West player. Yeah, I know we've had numerous discussions about whether you should bid 2 hearts or 3 hearts on the West hand, definitely 2.5 hearts. Yeah, but we should hope all the way to game. We had most people getting to game.
With the West hand, I would look at my Queen X of spades and my Queen X of clubs, and I would say the hand really isn't quite worth 15, and I would only raise to 2, as I have said. The second hand?
Board number 4.
Which is, yes, it should go from the North hand. The North hand should open 1 no trump with 15 points. A nice, solid little hand with hardly any high intermediates at all. The South hand with 16 points should be really pleased with their hand. And I would bid 4 no trumps, which is quantitative, which invites 6 if opener is maximum. North only has 15 points and passes, so on my auction, we aren't reaching 6, Laura.
Yeah, I think it's pretty reasonable not to reach 6. These hands I find so awkward where both players have that little bit extra, and it's just kind of hard to really notice it and, yeah, get off and going to the slam. Yeah.
Just a note, on the South hand, the quantitative raise to 4 no trumps is not an ace-ask. It is specifically saying to partner, if you have the top end of your range, would you please bid 6, or otherwise would you pass? In this case, when if partner has opened 1 no trump, your ace-ask here is 4 clubs. It is Gerber in this case. So 4 no trumps is always invitational to 6.
The quantitative no trump is such a great convention. I love it. The next one, did you have something else to add there?
No, sorry. A very quick look at board 8, which is a very interesting hand, isn't it? If you'd like to click on 8 and have a look at the hand record.
Yeah. So interesting. So we've had a note about board 4. Dell considered sort of a natural 3-club slam try. I like that bid. I usually like a 6-card suit personally, but yeah, what are your thoughts on a natural slam try if you've got that in the kit bag, Mary?
On board 4, the natural slam try, I'm quite happy with the auction as it was, yes. The 3 club slam try, yes, you could be showing a strong club suit and slam interest. If, by the way, here is a little bit of advertising. If you join me tomorrow for the lesson I'm running on opening 1 no trump with 5-card major, you will find that a first response, if partner opens 1 no trump of 3 clubs, actually isn't a slam try in clubs anymore. It is asking for a 5-card major, but more about that tomorrow.
Yeah, lots of different options, and good throw to tomorrow's pop-up lesson. We'll talk about that a bit more just towards the end. So why don't we close up that board now, and some of you might need to scroll down to get to board 8. And so now we're looking at the blue TV icon next to board number 8, and this is a firecracker hand. What do you think West should start off with?
I think West should open 2 clubs. Now this is interesting because in fact North should overcall some vast number of spades as a nuisance bid, and if I had the North hand, I would bid 3 spades as a preempt.
Really?
You've got a 7-4, why not? It'll be really, really annoying. Laura, how would you treat the North hand?
Yeah, I'm definitely in for bidding some spades. It's interesting because 3 spades, you put them under pressure. A lot of the time, if you do just bid 4 spades on these types of hands, they pretty much always double you. They often don't bid over. Of course, they would today, but just in terms of what you're hoping to achieve, it's pretty infrequent that they bid at the 5 level. Most of the time, if you preempt 4 spades, you just
they'll probably double. That's true. So if there's an overcall of 4 spades, East is going to pass, West is going to bid 5 clubs. I did notice when some of you were playing that the North hand was not overcalling at all. I would suggest that the North hand should always overcall. If there is an opening of any kind from the West hand, there should be an overcall from the North hand. If the overcall is 3 spades, East is passing. West is bidding 4 clubs, 5 clubs. What do you think, Laura? It's hard.
Over 3 spades?
Yeah.
4 clubs should still be forcing. I'd probably just bid 5 clubs, showing sort of a minimum game force. It should be weaker than 4 clubs, personally.
And as you can see, 5 clubs doesn't make. Now, everybody who had the North hand, you can see the benefit of overcalling with this hand. If East is allowed to enter the auction, then East-West should find their heart fit. Let's just say there is no overcall at the moment, and the bidding goes, West opens with a bid of 2 clubs, North passes, and East bids 2 diamonds. West should just now bid 3 clubs. Once she has opened the bidding with 2 clubs, 3 clubs is absolutely and completely forcing. This will always leave room for East to show her heart suit now, which of course she will want to do. As she's 5-5 in the reds, she should start off with a bid now of 3 hearts. That would show a 5-card heart suit and is the way East-West will find their 4-heart contract. If there is a two spade overcall or some kind of spade overcall. Laura, what do you think of the East hand hitting this with a double, which is some kind of informative double by East?
I think it kind of depends what your system style is. Well, we've hit the grey area of bridge where that hand does present some problems. Really interesting, I think that, this hand, especially with the west hand, just pointing out what you talked about in the pre-game lobby, just how important it is to really listen to the bidding and think about how the hands work together. I know that some people did get to slam on this one, and it's the type of situation that although you've got that monster there as West, you can visualize you still need a bit of help from your partner to be able to get to a slam, and potentially you've got a situation where game. So why don't we close up board 8 now, and we'll move across into board 9.
Which is a very interesting board. South should open 1 diamond, and the West hand is very interesting. There are several ways you could bid this hand, and the way I like is to use a Michael's Q bid of 2 diamonds, which shows 5 hearts and 5 spades. The Q bid shows 5 hearts and 5 spades, and normally when you make a Michael's Q bid, you have a weak hand, and this certainly is not a weak hand. I like to play the Michael's Q bid to either show a weak hand or a strong hand, and this is a strong Michael's bid with your 4 aces and your lovely 5-5 shape. You should Michael's, and then when your partner chooses one of the majors to bid, you should then give her a single raise. So if I was doing this, there would be an opening bid of 1 diamond, and with the West hand, I would overcall 2 diamonds. North will pass, and the East hand is very, very interesting. She knows that her partner has 5 hearts and 5 spades, and with this hand, she should realize how useful her hand will be. If West has 5-5 in the majors, she has got high cards in both suits, and in fact, after the overcall of 2 diamonds by West, I would jump raise the heart suit, which is obviously her choice of suit. I would bid 3 hearts with the East hand. Having the King of Spades and such strong hearts, I think it is worth an invitational raise to 3, and then West, of course, will always bid 4 once she hears how happy her partner is showing hearts and spades. What do you think, Laura?
I totally agree. This is a really interesting hand from East's perspective of being able to visualize how a hand will play out. So from East, you've got that big old fit of 9 hearts, and having the King X of spades, your points are perfectly located. So what it looks like is going to happen, remember, we know that partner's got at most 3 cards in the minor suits because they've got 10 in hearts and spades. So you're going to probably lose 3 minor suit tricks from your perspective. And then if partner just has the ace of spades and the ace king of hearts, you've got a really good chance at play for 4 hearts, because partner's going to be able to play off king of spades and rough a spade to set them up, and it's all going to be a great time in the card play. Your points are working so nicely. There were a wide contracts reached on that hand. We had 3 hearts and 4 hearts. We also had diamonds winning it by north-south. So I think the hands that, diamonds were played by north-south. Probably West didn't make enough of a noise with this hand. But, Yeah, quite a wide range of results around the room.
Right.
Just if you were in taking a look at the different results on a board, what you can do is click on the board number rather than on the blue TV icon, and that'll bring up the different results. So I reckon we've got time for one more. We might sneak in another one, but we'll move across into board number 11 now.
Board number 11. South opens the bidding. One diamond. North says 1 heart. We are bidding our 4-card suit. South opens the bidding 1 diamond. North says 1 heart. Were any of the East players overcalling 1 spade? I think it's fine to overcall 1 spade. And South is not unhinged by that at all. She has got a spade winner. She's got a nice hand with her 14 points, and she should rebid 1 no trump. North hears this and says to herself or himself, my partner has somewhere between 12 and 14 points, and I only have 8 points, so I will pass and let her play in 1 no trump, and North will be happy having a little bit of help in the spade suit as well. So if I was playing this hand, I would be playing it in 1 no trump by South.
Yeah, well done to the East players. That's what happened at most of the tables around the room. They got to 1 no trump by South. But yeah, good job by East having overcalled your spade. There's no reason to keep bidding anymore when they have played 1 no trump. You should be pretty happy just knowing that you will be defending that. So
I agree.
We will have enough time for another one, so let's jump into board number 15 now.
15. South passes. West should not open the bidding with that load of old rope, even though she has 11 points. The North hand may be Yes. Laura.
Yeah, 4 triple threes. I'd avoid opening 11 counts that are 4 triple threes. Much more tempting.
Yes. And Laura, are you opening with the North hand in 3rd seat?
It's a bit soft. I would say if you do open you should have planned what you're doing if partner bids 1 spade.
Yes. If you're going to open weak, yes. If you're going to open light, you always have to have a rebid planned. And if you do open 1 club with this hand and hear your partner say 1 spade, you might be a little embarrassed. So, yes, with the North hand, I would also pass. East should open 1 club. South will pass. West will say 1 heart. North will say 1 spade. East, I beg your pardon. East will say 1 spade. And now South, even though she does not like her hand, she does have 11 points. If she rebids 1 no trump, she's showing 6 to 9. And I don't think that you can make an argument that her hand is only worth 9. Even if you take off 1 point for the 4 triple 3 shape, she still has 10 points. So she should bid 2 no trumps. Just. And East is either going to like her hand a lot and bid 3 no trumps, or not like her hand a lot and pass 2 no trumps. East has a lot of very nice high intermediates, so there is some kind of argument for her to bid 3 no trumps. On the other hand, West had an opportunity to open the bidding and didn't. Therefore, West has fewer than 12 points. She has either 11 or 10. So if I had the East hand, I would not bid 3 no trumps. I would pass and I would let West play in 2 no trumps. What do you think, Laura?
I completely agree with you. I think this is the type of hand that if partner wasn't a passed hand initially, I would absolutely be accepting the 2 no trumps and bidding 3 no trumps. But because
Yes.
my partner's and I've heard they don't have 12 points, I think I would just pass 2 no trumps. We did have a couple of tables. We had about, maybe a third of the tables in 2 no trumps, about a third in 1 no trump, and a third sort of somewhere else, or just a couple somewhere else.
Right.
Board there. So that brings us to the end of our discussion on today's board. Some really interesting ones in there. And thank you so much to Mary Elson for coming in as our celebrity speaker for today. Every time you do play in one of our celebrity speaker games on Real Deal Bridge, you do also raise 50 cents just for your participation. It's donated from Real Deal Bridge to Youth Bridge in Australia. And Mary's also going to be joining us again tomorrow morning for a pop-up lesson on opening 1 no trump with a 5-card major. Do you want to tell us very briefly a little bit about that, Mary?
I will be running the lesson from 9:30 in the morning. We'll be spending 20-25 minutes having a talk and running through the quizzes which were in the notes I sent out. Then at around about 10, we will be playing 12 hands. After the end of the hand play, we can have a bit of a discussion about the auctions for a while at the end of play. The lesson should run from 9:30 till approximately 12 o'clock, though.
Yeah, and if you have signed up through the program rather than emailing Mary, I'll be sending out the notes to you. You might get double copies if you've already received them as well. So they'll be with you. A bit of a quiz to go through, and that'll be great fun tomorrow morning. I'll be around as well. I feel very strongly that a no trump should be able to contain a 5-card major. So really looking forward to that lesson. And wonderful to see so many familiar faces around today as well, just from my personal point there. So thanks for joining us, everybody. Big thank you to Mary for coming into the lobby. I'll let you say a bit of a goodbye to Mary.
I want to thank you all for coming along. I've really enjoyed all the session, and I have really enjoyed seeing all these familiar names, some of whom I haven't seen for such a long time. I hope you're all okay and handling the plague, and I hope to see you all soon. Bye-bye.
Absolutely. So over and out from us here. Look forward to seeing you at the Real Deal table again soon. And thank you so much to Mary for joining us today. Bye for now, everyone.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.